So I've tried to record this video 3 times. Why does that say 3 hours and 15 minutes? Oh, right. That's of the 20 hours of footage what the initial cut down to was. You're probably wondering why. Well, if you look in the lower right hand corner, you see the words Toxic Fallout. Aw, Lori and Bronze get to share a kiss while we're all locked indoors like it's COVID 2.0. Except this time it's more radioactive nerve gas. Or whatever Rimworld's toxic fallout is. Look, all I know is if they spend more than 3 hours outside, they drop to the ground heaving and wheezing and like they're gonna die. So, yeah, we're just locked in here. Ooh, we have beer in our temple now. There's beer in the temple!
Yay, beer!
I wish I was not going to be sitting here and telling you I'm going to try to make French toast.
French toast?
But guess what we're going to be doing for a good chunk of this episode? I'm going to make French toast. Interesting. I don't know how yet, but I'm doing it. How I love this game. And it hates me. But I still love it. As everyone now has to come in and meditate around a pot. Because they can't go outside to the tree. Hey look, a throne room. That seems like something we should have. Might be a nice thing to build. A throne room? What kind of floor do I want in here? I don't want the floor to be boring. I hate boring floors. If you notice by all the variety of floors we have around the base. I hate boring floors.
One eternity later.
I decided bone china. I decided limestone and bone china. Anyway, Adagio's
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven craft.
is a legendary suit of sky steel gilded plate armor. And guess who's getting that? I hope you like your new armor. It makes you look fashionably wonderful and could probably stop a 50 cal machine gun to the chest. That wasn't a joke. It will actually stop a hollow point from a 50 cal. Oh hey, Vikings are here during the toxic fallout to raid us. This was not the brightest time to show up, guys. Then again, you're riding a prehistoric bird, the largest bird to have ever existed. That isn't even an exaggeration. That is, in fact, the largest bird to have ever existed. Referred to as Aeornis. Aeornis maximus. A bird so large, in fact, that it stood nearly 10 feet tall. Anyway, yeah, we're going to go out into the toxic fallout and meet them in combat. Because I've got a plan. See, one of the ways that you can decrease the value of the number of enemies you're going to be fighting, because Rimworld, you're always going to be the quality fighting the quantity. That's just how it is. But there's only one way for them to come out of the cave system. Right here where Lori is going to proceed to make everything explode with eye lasers and detonations. Not to mention that's going to fill that cave with smoke. And not a little bit of smoke, a lot of bit of smoke. As I keep casting chain lightning and solar brings down enemies with precision bolts of thunder while Lori keeps making everything go kaboom. It's not a very good day for them. Adagio and Nightlexic are ready to ambush anyone that breaks through. But yeah, this is just us getting to funnel them in. Oh look, some people got through. Adagio says no. I tell Adagio and Nightlexic to start hunting and killing as we, you can see the smoke starting to form in there, the black mist over that area from all of Lori's detonations. And the fire. Did I mention the fire as I unleash Candle Draw?
Murder!
Yeah, go do that. Candle Draw. Yep.
Murder!
Yep.
Murder!
Nightlexic runs everyone else off the battlefield. And then Adagio and Candle Draw are just working through the survivors.
Murder!
They make such a good murder couple. tell them to get out of there because that's a lot of smoke. And Adagio doesn't quite make it before passing out from smoke inhalation. So we've got to run back in and get his ass because, oh yeah, he's dying. The toxic buildup and the smoke inhalation, yeah, that's probably a problem. Don't worry, we'll get your stuff. If I can figure out which one was yours. It's probably that masterwork one right there next to the guy who's on fire. So, by the way, with my bad luck, this toxic fallout is going to last the maximum number of days. Rimworld toxic fallout lasts between 3.5 and 10.5 days. We're going to be here for nearly 11 days. Stuck indoors. Oh well, might as well make the best of it. Is the toxic fallout and the solar flare absolutely necessary? I'm checking to make sure that was needed. I don't think it was, but apparently, you know. So, a little lesson, by the way, for everyone who's curious about how we keep getting quantities of steel and fine metals and stuff. You melt down the weapons of your enemies. See, Medieval Overhaul makes it where you have to research steel in order to make it yourself. But why research it when we could just break down the weapons of our enemies and create it that way? After all, their weapons are...
My assessment, umgak.
And in the meantime, this is what's become of the base so far. We're building that throne room that I mentioned earlier. We ain't got much else to do. Things are getting nice. But this isn't where we're going to end up living. I have a great plan for the great move. And that plan will be starting in the next few episodes. That pathway cut through the rock just above the temple, that's the start. And the new gatehouse over on that side. We're going to be relocating massively somewhere else. In the meantime, really? While we're locked indoors? While we're locked indoors, we have rotting animals outside. You can see the animals out. The animals are also suffering. And you notice those animals are immediately rotten. Anything that dies from toxic fallout rots instantly. Yeah. So my current plan is just to lock the doors and let nature take its course, so to speak. I mean, if we don't have a reason we need to go outside, we dwarfs can just lock the door. Candle draw, what the hell?
What the fuck?
Did you break the dummies again? God damn it, Candle draw. You gotta quit breaking the dummies. Those are hard to replace sometimes, especially when we don't have any hay. What do you mean you started a social fight with Lori? Okay, well that ended before I could go look at it. Like, literally. And Candle draw clearly lost, because they're the one that's bleeding. Yeah, I don't have a reason to go outside. We can just let the toxic build up and the spikes... What do you mean hungry hen animals? Ah, fuck. We're out of one of the important ingredients for making kibble for our animals. That important ingredient is called meat, aka dead animals. And there's a bunch of meat sitting outside in the form of these Genix felines. Now, I probably should have paid much more closer attention to their description. We're going to have that be a surprise in a moment for why that is exactly. But I decide that if the toxic fallout is going to cause them to rot immediately, and the spike traps are inhibiting and causing some damage, but those anti-cavalry spikes are not causing nearly enough damage to kill them. If the toxic fallout is the thing that finishes them off, that Scaria goes from a 69 percent chance of completely rotting them to a 100% chance. And we need that meat because animals starve. So, as ill-fated as a decision as this might be, I It is. This is the third time I've recorded this, by the way. It's 1 fucking o'clock in the morning, so I apologize for the yawn. It is just late. This is the third time I've had to try to record this. The first time I forgot to cut on the recording software, and the second time I had the microphone muted the entire time. We're going to put up some ice shields to protect us, and then we're going to get everybody slowly advanced up and get ready for this, well, it's going to be a bloodbath. The kinetic bullets and the frost bolts as solar aura and bronze begin. The fuck is that? Why are we all injured? Final Sight's half dead. Fall back, fall back. Lock the doors. What is going on? What do you mean frostbite? Is that something of ours that's doing that? Oh shit, this is not good. This is not good. Fall back. I undrafted him by mistake. Fall back. Bronze, you're immune to frost damage. Hold the line. Candle Claw, no! I know you want to murder! I know! This is not the time! Not the time! What in the hell is going on? It turns out Genix explode on death in a volley of frost and ice. That our particular armor is made of, we're not very resistant to that, though bronze is genetically nearly immune to it. I said nearly immune. He is taking significant amounts of damage, and Lilith has just dropped to the ground, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Is dead. Poor little garland tree Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, 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 no. Wait. Wait.
He was a good pet. Yugi will miss him terribly. But he's dead. He's dead, okay? Alright, let's drag Lilith out of here. Oh god, that... Even with near immunity to ice, bronze is starting to die on us. Untreated frostbite, by the way, will scar... Stargazer, what are you doing? I need the meat. I need the meat for the animals. I came here for the meat. I came here to cook. Get back. Get back. Get back. Oh god, rock constructs are dying from this too. Lori, no. Fall back. Fall back. Anyway, after that crisis, Lori is going to be reverse engineering some fancy things for us. In this case, how to put a metal hunk on a stick. Noble maces. Literally. How to better put a chunk of metal on a stick to make bashy bashy stick. That's literally what she researched. All of that work and effort and days of meditation to know how to put metal ball on stick. I get that maces are much more complex than that, but that just is what it feels like. We haven't recovered from anything yet. And you'll notice the date change from the 4th to the 7th of September. Ugh. We're still locked in here. Nothing we can do. Our crops are dying now between the toxic fallout and the fact that it's getting cold. This toxic fallout could doom us. Without crops, and the fact that half the year is winter, where you can't grow crops, we got problems. Yenna, I know you're hungry, honey. I know that goose is hungry, but please don't eat us. We'll plant some more flowers for you. This is just annoying. It's the 8th of September. The toxic fallout continues. And oh look, an eclipse. As if almost all of our plants outside aren't already dead. Let's just deny them sunlight on top of the toxic fallout. Maynard, there comes a point where I wonder if you're actually trying to kill us or not. And I'm believing you actually are. Then again, this is on 500% threat scale. What was I expecting? Anyway, let's talk about the fact that I'm going stir crazy. Do you have any idea how many hours of actual footage I've recorded now? I decided to send Bronze over here to look in there and see if there's a ruin behind that wall. There's not, but I'm just looking for something to do. This is the 3rd day of recording this one episode of being locked inside with toxic fallout and unable to do anything about it. I understand I could send my colonists outside for short bursts, but what good are short bursts? The toxic fallout has finally been lifted, but I have gotten the TISM focus on this particular project of I need to put a way for a orbital trader, aka a clairvoyance wizard, to trade with us inside of our freezer. I've got to do it. I got to figure it out. So I play Tetris. Lots of Tetris. All of the Tetris. In order to rearrange the entire freezer. Look, we're playing this at 300% speed. I have been going a little stir crazy with this recording. I'm doing what is necessary. And we all know it. So don't judge me right now. Finally, I get everything figured out. There we go. New, slightly better freezer design. Only slightly better. It could be worse, but it is slightly better. Don't judge me. A quest comes in for an EMI field. I say yes. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that Zweihander to unlock noble blades. Now, normally, noble blades and military grade melee weapons and noble blades and crossbows are locked behind getting books. But because of the reverse engineer ability, we can get them that way. By the way, I would like to personally welcome Nunya, aka the Werewolf, and the fact we're going to have to defend against a bunch of samurai to get them. I lost the footage of defending against the samurai. To my shame. But we did make up for it by finally being able to launch an attack. This is the 3rd time I tried to get this recording, and I think the air conditioner just cut on. And I am sorry for the interference from the air conditioner. I'm tired of trying to get this recording. By the way, you're all going to have to suffer with me as this loads, because this took an ungodly amount of time to load for some unknown reason. I didn't... Stop what you're doing right now. Are you paying attention? Good. You're a good person, Jim. Now everybody else hit the like button and be a good person like Jim. Seriously. Thank you. Now back to being in Toxic Fallout Shelter in this not Dwarf Fortress game. Bronze is the tank, Candle Draw is the muscle, and Adagio is cleanup man. I see these orcs are mostly equipped with... Well, they have a few guns, but mostly they're equipped with tribal bows. And closing into melee is our specialty, as Candle Draw just...
Murder!
Okay, I'm just gonna let the murder timer rack up now. Oh, wait, you got stunned. Psychically stunned, which means someone in that crowd has psychic powers because they hit her with a psychic stun. And when she comes out of that psychic stun, you're gonna regret every decision you ever made. Adagio is just like beating up a bear and is having none of that Norwegian cat's bullshit. Fuck that cat. And Bronze, well, he's being a real trooper up there. I'm just gonna give him credit where credit's due. He is being a real trooper. As we finally destroy the Greenskins base and get a little revenge. Candle Draw, go murder. And Bronze and Adagio start Start breaking down doors.
Murder.
Okay. I mean, you didn't have to murder that one, but I'm not opposed. We're breaking down doors to see what's behind them. And I'm just a little... And I forget to turn off candle draw as a seek and destroy, and that's going to come into play here in a moment. See, seek and destroy is a mod that allows you to tell your melee guys to just go after people. Kind of like your range guys will automatically engage people in range. Well, now the melee guys will automatically go find targets, so you don't have to constantly micro them. Well, sometimes the targets they find aren't targets you wanted them to do anything to. Oh, hey, slaves! No, candle draw! They're...
Murder. Murder.
God damn it. Well, they had some nice genetics, too. What were you? A Devolger and a Dracule. Well, no witnesses.
Murder.
I noticed the mithril walls, and I paused to think. There's a vitals monitor. There's a standing lamp we can use to bypass the electricity restriction. Oh shit. We can break the electricity restriction. Oh, happy days. Nice and interesting. And these mithril walls? I mean, I gotta investigate behind this one to see if there's something there. But I decided no. We can deconstruct these for more mithril. Adagio's taken some fragmentation damage from the blunderbusses, but deconstruct these mithril walls, mine out the orichalcum. It's the replacement for uranium in a fantasy setting. Yeah, we can spend a couple days here. So they do. They spent so long there that by the time they got back, we got Parisian medicine, which is the best medicine we can ever hope to get, unless we happen to find some medicine lying around that we can reverse engineer. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah. Overall, this may have taken 3 days to record this single episode, but we got some real advances in that time. And we're closing in on gunpowder, when everything will start changing because we can equip muskets and weapons of that nature without having to have the new stuff. There's not a lot to talk about here. Some merchants showed up, which is why the music suddenly sped up, and we decided to liquidate all of the things we were definitely not going to use, especially all the random variety of just weird textiles we've acquired and strange objects that are just like, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. It's just what it is. Sometimes you look at merchants and you just go, I want money. Money would be more useful than what I have. Also, dragon leather. Dragon leather would be really useful. Don't judge me. Dragon leather would be really useful. I'm buying the dragon leather. All of it. Things are getting back to normal, but it is the dead of winter. And in the dead of winter, we dwarves tend to get very insular. But I don't want us to get insular. Ooh! Aren't you a cutie? Mini Thrumbo! Oh, he's adorably small! Everybody, we must protect the small. And not just because he's adorable, but because his wool is literally the best cloth in the entire game, short of runic weave. It is. It seriously is an amazing thing to make clothing from. It provides massive amounts of protection. It's super light. And also it provides pretty good protection against heat, and it's almost completely flame-proof. I'm going to sell off the food that we don't need to kind of reorganize our freezer a little bit, and things that we've just produced way too much of. And making note of these things, I'm going to adjust our growing season for next year. Thankfully, we did have a lot of food built up and stored up. The thing I was worried about was growing cloth, dyes, and medicine. I'm selling the milk. Don't judge me, milk. I'm selling the milk. I have sent out Bronze Candledraw and Lilith to get revenge on the Cop Clan. Now, B doesn't arrive this episode. They arrive next episode. I've been putting off the quest because I had time to put off the quest until after everything was settled back down. and we eliminate the nearby carp base. So Nunya, you do officially arrive next episode. I hinted at you in the 10 and the 100-day comment special, which we're going to do from now on. Every time I hit 100 days, I'm going to stop and make another 100-day comment special. We're at 100 days. Next is 200. And would you believe it or not, we're actually have more than halfway to 200 days. Adagio has crafted our first piece of absolute beautiful dwarven armor. Mithril Knight Plate. It's our first piece of genuine, amazing, straight from Orzammar, baby. I'm sorry, that meme's never gonna get old. And I decided that since he crafted the first one, and he's also crafted one for bronze, he deserves it. He has earned the right to wear it. And he shall wear it proudly. He's also been on raids, both to encampments and to an actual enemy base. And I don't want to see him get injured again. So having something that might stop those blunderbusses, it's a good idea. And he looks fabulous in his new armor. You can just barely see it past the beard and cape, but it's still just, it looks... He loves it too. He loves wearing this outfit. And it provides enough protection that most rifle rounds are stopped by this armor. Now, we've arrived at the Carp Clan base, and I'm going to say this out loud. To the person who made the Samurai mod, this is really cool. It is designed as close to what RimWorld can make to an Edo-style castle. I'm just impressed.
Into the mouth. Nice.
What's even more impressive is the way it's designed. The enemies don't have a reason to ever come out, and you're going to see why when we get inside. They just literally never have a reason to leave. Yeah, Lilith's going to be consuming some corpses before we leave.
Good day, I'm Bob the Necromancer, and today we're doing an unboxing.
Solar, I'm thinking Chain Bolt would be good for you. It seems like a good idea. We're just taking our time, closing up. I know that once we get inside, whatever room we get inside of, because they're not coming out at all. They have zero reason to come out here. They can just lock their doors and stay in. But once we get inside, whatever room we break into is going to be a bloodbath. And they've actually got defenses built inside as kind of a layered defense structure. Those boards provide cover, and Bronze decides that that guy didn't need his head. His whole head and nothing but the head. I tell Bronze to break that door down while Candledraw takes care of the gun. We use their own defensive structure, by the way, to block a bullet for Lilith. And then Candledraw's just murder. A lot of murder. And Lilith is actually carrying her weight right now, preventing people from running away too. With that double crossbow action. Oof. Lilith, why don't you get over there and decorpsify this place? Yeah, we're drinking some souls tonight. Look, if the Empire's going to ban us from magic, I say we embrace every bit of magic that they try to ban us from, no matter how dark and twisted. We shouldn't restrain ourselves. Also, it helps that somebody sat down and made me watch Owl House recently. I have reasons to be pissed at Disney now. That was a really good show. Anyway, as we will soon discover, they have multiple barracks, a full-on armory, a king's room complete with a lesson teaching meditation room, sky steel and mithril items, and a giant rice paddy they were growing rice from. They had zero reason to come outside and fight us. With hard dragon scale and mithril weapons, I'm surprised they didn't pick those up and use them against us. Also a shitload of components. Just an absolute shitload. And even a mithril statue. But, alas everyone, that is the end of this episode. I've made sure that this recording actually took this time. I will see you all Friday for the next episode. I will see you tonight for Fallout Equestria, and of course I'll be streaming over on Twitch this entire time. In the meantime, good night everyone. Alright everyone, listen up, Patron section will be fixed next week. In the meantime, Stormy Skies, you're awesome. Just straight up. Alex, Azrael, Balewat, you three have kept me together. Tribal, it's good to see you again in Discord. It's good to see you back on stream. Bones! I know what your name is now. I just really like saying Bones. And I keep imagining you as the Doctor from Star Trek for really stupid reasons. You know, it is what it is. Charles Lewis! Charlie. Boop. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Please make sure you hit the like button.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Okay, Patrick, load the potatoes.
Master Scallop, sir!
No, Patrick, raw.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?